The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
On Sunday, one of my sons, Ollie, was saying we've got to go over his mate's house and pick up this chest freezer. He's desperate for an ice bath.
Now, we've discussed this on air before. You can convert them into ice baths.
Yeah.
There's YouTube tutorials on how to do it.
There is. Yeah, there is.
So you're finally pulling the trigger and doing it.
Well, I had put it off for a while, but he insisted yesterday, in fact, that we had to go and get it from his mate Charlie's house because it was going to get chucked out. And they'd kept it for a day longer than they wanted to.
So it's a tip freezer.
Yeah.
It's a freezer that was deemed no longer worthy.
Yeah.
They were going to throw it in the landfill.
I was told, and this is all I was told, it works absolutely perfect, but they're getting rid of it.
But it's also in the category where the McManuses thrive, and that is getting things that you don't need to spend money on.
That's right, tip rats they are. But also,
you're going to throw that away. Wait, let me have a look at it first.
You're saving something from landfill, and that's a great
It's exactly what I was thinking, Nat. So anyway...
saving the environment.
I had to take him to footy training yesterday afternoon, and he's like, righto, it's time to go. And I went, we've got no time. He goes, you can put it back in the back of the BT50. Easy.
That's
you don't have to worry about anything.
You're a man with a ute now.
That's right.
The BT50 from Melville and Ascot.
That is exactly right. Jeez, it handles very well.
Well, of course it does. It's from Melville. Mazda.
So off we went, and we just went around the corner. Now, it's not far from your house in East Fremantle. So when I pulled into the street and then pulled into this guy's driveway, I could smell this unbelievable stench that was coming out of their, I guess, the front of their house, which was just like crayfish and fish juice, you know, the prawn
and like
smell.
it's been in the sun for several weeks.
Like
that kind of
dead
smell.
mermaid.
Yeah. So when I put...
yeah, you know how dead mermaids smell.
They usually store their bodies in chest freezers.
So at that case, at that stage, I knew why they were getting rid of that freezer.
Yeah, because it absolutely stinks.
Because that dead mermaid in it.
Do you know how much a mermaid is a kilo? Bloody expensive, mate. Right up there with Patagonian toothfish. Full on. So anyway, Ollie's mate Charlie's sitting out the front. He's all in his school uniform. And I said, I'm not getting out of the car and carrying this thing. First of all, you guys are going to have to chuck it in the back. And secondly, your mum is going to go off her head when this thing...
Of course she is.
It stinks. It'll be fine. She'll be fine.
No, she will not. This is the world of clean surfaces. Spray and white.
But
yes.
Candles, scented candles.
She loves a cleaning challenge, though.
She does.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No.
Get the spray and wipe out.
So anyway, the boys couldn't get in the back of the ute, so I had to get up and help lifting it in. And when I was doing that, I could feel all like the
juice.
The juice.
The dead mermaid juice.
Yeah, the dead mermaid juice just around
juice.
when you're picking it up. And then I put it into the back of the
like
BT50 from Melbourne Mazda. All your quality car servicing there.
Gorgeous. Zoom.
Anyway, so some of the stuff started coming... The juice started coming out the back. The mer juice started in the back of the car. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is a nightmare. So... Anyway,
they didn't think to hose the thing out.
No, I don't know why. And secondly, clearly it wasn't because the freezer was cooked. It was because
they didn't have time. They just buried the body in the back. Merlene, her name was.
So you're just basically getting rid of evidence at this point.
Yeah. So anyway, dropped him off at footy training. I said, when you get home, you're going to have to clean this. So anyway,
you took it.
Well, I had to take it.
Why did you have to
take it?
Once it's in the back of the ute, the BT50, it's got to go.
But why did it even get in the back of the BT50 from Melbourne Mazda?
You lifted it in. So if you'd said no, and because they couldn't get it in on their own, then it stays there and goes to the tip.
Also, like, it's had a dead mermaid in it for how long? And, like, it stinks like it has, and you've allowed that... What has happened with parenting?
It was free.
Oh, sorry. 1,000 apologies. Sorry.
It was free for
Your
a
dad
reason.
always backed me in here.
All right, so it's gone back to your place?
Yeah, it's gone back to my house. Megan was out the front. She was doing some gardening. As soon as I pulled up, she goes, what the hell is that smell? I said, I've just picked up this from Charlie's house. Ollie reckons he's cleaning it. And he goes, she just went off ahead. You've got to clean this now. So I got a bucket
So
of
you
water.
had to clean it?
So I had to start cleaning it out the front. Because I couldn't leave it. It was so bad.
I cannot look at you right now. I cannot respect what you're doing. And I know you shouldn't question people's parenting, but I've got a big question mark right over you.
I couldn't leave.
In Reading.
Whilst I got it home, and when I got it home, then all the smell, and it was all on my T-shirt, and it was a bit on my skin and stuff, so I was penetrating.
It's a bit on my skin.
And, of course, the mer juices in the back of the BT50, which I had to clean anyway.
Oh, gosh.
Megan then put the garage door down, so then the air didn't...
The fumes didn't waft
go
into the house.
through, and then through the...
It didn't go through the garage and around the back and in through the back door.
Yeah.
Because they would have.
So I had to clean this bloody thing. Had to throw my T-shirt out. The whole thing was an absolute
There's a such
disaster.
thing, though. There'd be,
Well, yeah, but
Merjuice
I felt like
doesn't-
How do you neutralise merjuice?
I don't know.
It's a lot of bicarb.
You
I-
cook fish with lemon.
Vinegar's the key as well. I think it's like lemon and vinegar.
And fish and, chips
And
vinegar.
bicarb, probably. Bicarb.
Tartar sauce?
Bicarb fixes
Always
everything.
tartar sauce. So at the end of the night, once I've left it out the front for a bit, I got Lachlan because Ollie wasn't home for a long time. I got Lachlan.
I bet
to
he
help me,
wasn't.
and I put it outside near the bins. So then it kind of... That they all kind of smell. They've got a bit of a smell to them, if you like. And
Oh, so
he
the
can deal
bin
with that
smell
later, and he can
cancels
read.
out the dead mermaid smell.
I think so.
Sean, listen to me.
That should not have gone back to
Repeat
your
after
house.
me.
In hindsight,
No. Repeat after me. No.
no,
Now say it to one of your kids.
yes, that'll be there.
I want to know.
For you.
Okay, 'cause that is insane to me that made it back to your house.
And you saying, oh, Mum's going to hate this. You hated it. So
Yeah.
don't blame it on Megan for hating it. Nobody wanted that thing there.
No, but it
That's
was
why
free.
you're saying no,
I thought it was a good thing.
It's free.
We want to talk
It's got
about
all the money in the world.
what was brought home. What was brought back to your house?
Yes,
all right.
that absolutely should not have been.
Yeah, like a stinky fridge.
Don't bring that home, and then you brought it home.
Oh my God! And if you're the person that brings things home, you have to try and argue why it should be at your house, and it's a piece of trash.
And if the reason was because it's free, that's
Yeah.
a bad argument.
But things that stink.
But we
home-
want to hear from you.
Yeah, it was a bad call.
Doesn't have to have
It was
been stinky.
horrendous.
Could be
No.
anything. But
We're going to
gross.
give somebody tickets for them plus 3 mates to the NRL doubleheader at Optus Stadium this Saturday.
that's this Saturday. Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
4 teams, 2 games, one massive day for rugby. Tickets through Ticketmaster. That is who's playing?
We've got the Dolphins up against the Bulldogs, I reckon,
And then the
Rabbitohs.
and
Someone
the
else.
Sharks,
On the sheet,
I
on the
think.
sheet.
Oh, Cronulla, the Shire in town.
Yeah. All right. We want to know what did get brought back to your house that absolutely should not have.
Danielle, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Hi, Danielle. We're talking about the things that made it back to your house that really shouldn't have. What happened?
It was going back probably about 18 years ago. My husband and his brothers came home with a red telephone box.
Oh,
That's
mean,
they're
outstanding.
expensive.
Okay, where did they get it from?
I think back in the old days from the paper, from like the Quokka or
Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so were you upset with that, or
Did you have room for it?
It was just, we had room for it. It got taken up to Ledge Point, so there was lots of room, and we were just going to look at it. And then about a week or two later, it actually got stolen.
Oh, from Ledge Point.
no? You know
so
why?
something-
Because that's
I mean,
bloody
it's pretty good.
That is
Yeah.
good.
I wouldn't complain.
love that.
I wouldn't complain about
Oh,
that. That's a that's
literally.
a good thing.
If someone put one in my lounge room in front of the TV, I'd just
Unless
walk through
it
it.
stank
I love
of
it.
dead mermaid, and then it's a
Unless
different.
anything, I'll take anything if it doesn't stink of dead mermaids.
Thank you, Danielle.
Danielle.
Clay's
Telephone
in,
box.
Clay's in Currumbine. Hello.
Good morning.
How you going,
Hi.
Clay?
So, what made it back to your place? It really shouldn't have.
I went to a garage sale, and I have this fixation on buying everything of a different variety.
Yes.
And there were all these lava lamps just sitting across the wall. And then I bought 20 of them.
20. What?
Were they all different colours, like glitter and all different ones? Or?
Yeah, all different lightings, different materials and such. And I set them up at home. It was kind of like this little trophy wall.
display,
And then
yeah.
the missus walked in and she's like, nah. Get him out.
I mean, that's a classic example of something that's great singularly.
Yeah, or
One is fine,
it's
but
a
20 seems a little bit
Yeah.
psycho.
And also, it's a
Yeah.
wonderful day for one to decorate their opium den.
Hey, Clay, is there any other things that you bought multiple of just for the sake of it?
I was up in Dongra the other day, and they had these wooden coasters that were locally made.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I ended up buying, I think, 30 of them.
30?
They had different slogans on them. So I was I've got to get each one. So I ended up buying all of them.
Clay,
They
gets
would
a
have
set now.
loved you.
Other people might judge you. I am one of you. I do it too. If I find something that I like, if there's a different variation, I can't sleep knowing there's one of them out there that I don't have.
Yeah, so if you go to get a jacket like you showed me yesterday.
I bought a puffer jacket. So we got puffer jackets to go to Canberra, right, Clay? And Sean had been wearing a puffer jacket. And I said, well, the one I've got's too big, so I want sort of a thinner one,
Yeah.
right? Sean goes, no worries. So I Google it and I see that they're on sale at Myer, and they're on sale for $51, Jack and Jones, I bought 3 because there was 3 different colours. If there was 4, I would have bought 4.
Absolutely, I would have done the same.
Yeah, just to cover the bases. Because you got to understand, Clay and I, we think about things. If we don't have, don't you reckon, Clay, if there's one out there you don't have, it plays on your mind.
Absolutely, and now you've got each of one, you can just set yourself up.
Your wife's a lucky girl, Clay. She's a lucky girl.
She is lucky, Clay.
We are talking about the things that make it home that really shouldn't have, like a very stinky chest freezer at the McManus household.
It absolutely reeks. I gave it a bit of a wash yesterday. Sorry, that was in the shower. I gave it a wash before I had a shower, and I don't think it really helped.
Yeah, you've said enough.
I felt more relaxed, though.
That's okay. You've run out of your words. Madison's in Ball Creek. Hi, Madison.
Hi.
Hi, Madison.
Hi, Madison.
All right, what made it back to your house?
When I was about 14, my mum was throwing out like all my dad's stuff because he's a bit of a hoarder.
Yeah.
And then he had these pair of boardies that he really didn't want to let go. They were like white with like black checkers on it.
Oh, yeah.
And she threw them in a big bag, put them at the salvos, and then a week later I felt real bad, so I went to the salvos and I bought them back. And I sent them back to the house.
Madison.
How much did they charge for them?
$3.
So, I mean, that's a really nice thing to do for your dad, but you have betrayed your mother. How did you feel about that?
Yeah. She was pretty angry. She was just like, oh, now I got to look at these things again.
You're an enabler.
It's a really interesting thing. Like, my missus goes through my gear and she just starts throwing stuff out. And everyone has a favourite, whatever it is. And they always tend to pick that one and ditch it out. Always got to go through the bags.
Anyway, thanks, Madison.
Okay. You'd know if you didn't live alone.
Wow.
Exactly.
You know how much stuff Nathan's
Triggered.
got? All of this stuff.
Triggered.
Let's go to...
I've done the courses. Get him out of here.
That was an attack. Mike's in Mindari. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Good, buddy.
Tread carefully, Mike. You're bound to get attacked here.
Now, what made it back to your place that shouldn't have, Mike?
Well, I can tell the story because I'm safe in the car on the way to work.
Okay.
But I'm a deputy principal of the school, and we have an arts exhibition every year as a fundraiser for orphans in Malaysia.
Yes.
And the art teacher and everything, they do some really cool stuff with the kids, and we make a lot of money at this auction and at the show. But every year they do. Last year they did a mini Sculptures by Sea, so we did it on our oval and around the school. Lots of different sculptures and things, and an art trail. But they made a minion, Kevin the minion.
Yes.
It was just over a metre tall.
Yeah.
They'd made it out of an air compressor tank and welded arms on and made wooden feet and painted it bright yellow, blue, coveralls and everything. Yeah. Exactly. It's absolute. It is a piece of art, and it'll be worth a fortune. I bought it in the auction.
How much?
It's $350.
Sounds like a deal, Mike.
And where do you keep that, Mike?
It's in the games room. It's in the games room next to the pool table, and the wife absolutely hates it.
Why?
I keep expecting to see it because she just hates this minion, hates the colour. Doesn't like anything.
So wait, you're telling me that your wife doesn't like the fact that you have this shoddily made
metre tall.
It's not shoddily.
Okay, sorry, even beautifully welded. Well, beautifully welded Pixar character in her home. That's strange, isn't it, Sean?
I will send you a photo because
Please.
this is it's going to be worth a fortune.
It's
There's
not.
a whole Minion.
Mike.
Minion lovers on Facebook, social media. There's about 3,500 followers.
But
Are you one of them, are you?
But, Mike, anybody can
I
make
am
that
now.
from an air compressor tank. You just told people how to make it. It's not going to be worth money. You know that.
You haven't seen it.
No, Mike, do you think it's good enough to actually be in part of the Sculptures by the Sea? Is it that
Oh,
good?
without a doubt.
Are you going to
Without a
drop it
doubt.
down to Cottesloe next February?
No
the bar's low.
disrespect to some of the artists there, but it's better than some of their work.
Yeah,
I don't know,
Nathan would
Mike.
probably
I don't know,
agree.
Mike. I think we need to see this because
Yeah.
if it's as spectacular as what you say it is, then we can't just have it in your house. We're going to have to
I
bring
could
it out.
loan it to you in the Nova foyer.
I was thinking we're going to have to get
a good
it
idea.
out and about so people can see how good it is. What do you think?
It should be on tour. It really should.
sounds like it
and I
should.
think your wife thinks that too.
Yeah. Well, we can call the Art Gallery of Western Australia and see if they're interested.
Imagine
obviously.
getting it in there. All right, watch this space. Watch this space, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Brilliant. Do love that story. We've got double header. We've got tickets to the NRL's double header at Optus Stadium this Saturday. 4 teams, 2 games, one massive day for rugby. Tickets through Ticketmaster. They're all fantastic, actually. Going to go back to Clay, though, with the lava lamps, and he can't help
20.
but buy all of them.
Not one lava
Coasters.
lamp, 20.
Oh, that'd be like being in the guts of a volcano, wouldn't it?
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So, guys,
Yes. Friend.
it's coming back.
An Oompa band.
No, it's coming back, and this is Married at First... not Married at First Sight.
Married at First Farmer.
Married at First Sight will be here when the world ends with the cockroaches. Farmer Wants a Wife.
Yes, another
okay.
series.
Farmer.
Yep.
Some controversy attached already, though.
Last time we saw too many good-looking farmers, and everyone was like,
Yeah.
this is set up.
Yeah, farmers. Yeah,
Yeah.
just because you're wearing a check shirt doesn't
Yeah.
make you a farmer,
Yeah.
in my experience.
No.
Fans are already slamming it.
So they've released the new batch
Yep.
of farmers
Yep.
because they want the girls to now see them and go, that's the
Yep.
man for me, I would like to apply.
Okay, cool.
Fans are complaining, saying the male farmers are too young. None of the 8 farmers are older than 33. Let me go through their ages. Farmer Tom, 22.
Oh.
Farmer Nick, 22.
Oh.
Farmer Dean, 25. Farmer Dustin, 26. Farmer Zach, 28. Farmer Bert, 30.
Bert. A
hey.
30-year-old Bert.
Hey,
Love it.
dude. Bert is the best one out of
Yeah.
all of them, the most attractive, and he's a pineapple and dragon fruit farmer.
Oh, so he's from Queensland.
So
yeah?
anything you see cattle or anything that's dry, you go to where the
Moisture
tropical
is.
fruits are. That's my rule. And then there's Farmer Joe 33, Farmer Todd 33 as well.
Yeah.
So how many was there under the age of around 25, Nath? There was about 4.
3 or 4,
wasn't it?
yeah.
There are 4 of those. So there are 3 of them 25 and under, but say Farmer Dustin 26.
Yes.
That's 4 of them. And my thing with that is, you know what? They may present young, but Shaun, I might ask you this
Yes.
question.
Yes.
Do you think personally that there are many 26-year-olds and under males that are looking for a wife right now, that are gagging to get married right now?
I didn't get married until, I don't know, 30-something? 33, possibly.
Yeah. You're working.
There's
you
no
just started
way.
working
You know
here.
why? Because you should be still, as we're seeing on
Living your life.
Instagram, you should be in Mykonos, just going off your nut right now, just going hard as
not
you
being
can.
tied down. So there's 2 of those farms at 22. Now,
Yeah.
Lachlan turns 22 in a few months' time.
Yeah.
Does he
Can
want a
you
wife?
fathom him getting married? Can you fathom that?
No, I cannot.
Yes,
He's
and
got
I-
a lovely partner.
I
girlfriend.
reckon these 2 boys that are on Farmer Wants a Wife can't fathom it either. They just want to be on TV. There's no way
Is
they
it a
want a
country
wife.
thing now?
We don't know
No.
what the youth want
Yes, we
these
do.
days.
Yes, we do.
Maybe they're all just gagging for one.
But everyone's waiting longer to get married. They're waiting longer to have
Yes.
kids these
But
days.
it's the
Like,
new
we've just gone away from
generation.
our parents.
It's the new
That's right. The
generation.
new generations are older.
Getting even older.
We don't know until we speak to them. All right.
Oh, he lives with one.
26 and under.
He hasn't even moved out of home. He's hardly going to get
Yeah.
married, is he?
God damn you.
26 and under males that are single right now, 13, 24, 10, we would like to know, and if you know of one as well, we would like to know, are you looking for a wife right now?
Like proper, you actually, not a
Proper,
girlfriend.
No, you are.
You want to settle down with one person for the rest of
Yeah.
your life
Yeah.
and start a family.
Yeah, you're dating not just to date or
No.
just to pastime. You're dating to get a wife because you want her now.
Just a warning. It's not worth it.
Shaun.
No, I'm just saying for other people, not me.
What about if he gives them a prize?
I'm in love.
We'll give somebody
Morning to my beautiful
$150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical.
See, that makes it worth it.
Autobahn Mechanical putting the service back into service centres. You can Google Autobahn today. But it's simple. We just want to find out if this is like a storm in a teacup.
Is it possible
Yeah.
that a man, 26 and under, wants to settle down with a wife right now?
Don't do it.
Let's find out.
Farmer Wants a Wife have released their new batch of farmers for the next season so that you can apply to be chosen by them to get married.
Bit of controversy over their ages of some of the farmers. 2 of them are 22, one is 25, one is 26, and people are asking the question, do people in their early 20s, single men, really, are they out there hunting for a wife?
Not at 22. No way.
Well, we're going to see if it's true or not.
Adam, hello.
Yeah, g'day.
Adam.
Okay, Adam, how old are you now?
I'm turning 28 this year.
Yes, and were you
Yeah.
gagging to get married at 22?
I proposed to my wife at 24 after being together for about 4 months.
What?
Oh, wow, Adam.
Adam, why?
Oh, you know, I was just in there one day and I was looking in my future and I couldn't see it without her, so I decided, right, what's the question? And now we're married, house, 2 kids.
How long you been married for?
How long have we been married for? We got married when we were 25, so...
Yeah, 3 years.
Three
So
years.
you married for just pure unbridled love?
Yep.
Me too,
And
you know,
you were
Adam.
that,
When you know, you know.
and you were that
John,
certain.
you always show me the imprint where the gun was put to your head.
I mean, when you're that certain at 24, that's staggering to me. Like at 24, you're still figuring out
And
the
also,
world, let
isn't that
alone
lovely?
who you want to be married to for the rest of your life.
So Adam, so you met your partner and you realised that she's the one you want to be with. But before that, were you entertaining the idea of being married so young?
I always wanted to have a family pretty young, you know, grow up with the kids and do all the fun stuff with them. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was pretty smitten when I met my wife. So,
So you
and I knew.
You knew. Okay.
And you knew probably that you were always going to get married early in your 20s. That was what you wanted.
Yeah.
They're out
Yeah,
there,
and my
Sean.
wife wanted the same thing. So,
Well, you're a good catch, Adam, no doubt.
yeah, absolutely. She scored a bargain with
Yeah,
me.
Oh, she
I
has.
thought
Love
so.
story.
She tells me every day is like a dream, your wife. She's like lotto every day. Lotto.
she's
Wow,
just
how do I keep winning?
left, right, and centre. Good on you, Adam. That's a beautiful
That's
love
nice,
story.
actually.
Let's go to Luke in Armidale. Hi, Luke.
Hello.
Hi, Luke.
How old are you, Luke?
Currently 26.
Okay. And did you get hitched young?
Yes, I got married just last year when I was 25.
So it's
Okay.
25.
Many of your friends, Luke, get married at that
Pardon?
age?
Yes, one of our friends got married, I think 24, and then a few of our other friends already engaged as well.
Okay, so
wow.
do you think this is a proximity thing to a group of people that you're with? So say suddenly someone breaks the seal of early 20s marriage, then other people go, oh yeah, and
Yeah.
just it's like a friend group.
You
It's
do
like when
see
you all
that-
watch Game
that
of
actually
Thrones.
happens.
No
That's
matter
actually a real
what
thing,
the
by the way.
age, you do see in friendship groups when one falls, that it's like
other
dominoes.
falls.
Yeah.
It's
Were
like
you
dominoes.
always looking at getting married early in your 20s?
Yeah, I think so. I met my wife when I was 18,
Yeah.
and then we had our first child when we were 21, 22,
Yeah.
and then we got engaged just after that, so around 22, 23, and then, 25 was the wedding.
I tell you what,
Wow.
you are, I reckon you're in the minority, these new wave of young parents, because most of the parents are going to be just geriatrics. in
Well,
the future.
they're taking their time because they're going out and
Travelling.
doing worldly things,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Setting up themselves so they can afford to have the kids.
Eat,
and
pray,
stuff.
love.
I mean, a lot of aren't moving out of home until they're in their late 20s, which makes it hard to get
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is interesting.
Yeah,
Let's
it
go to
is.
Gary in Alkimos. Hi, Gary.
Morning, guys.
Hey, big Gaz.
Good, Gary. How old are you?
Thanks.
How old are you, Gary?
I'm 61 in a couple of weeks' time.
All right,
Yes.
Gary.
Okay, so it's very young. Did you marry young?
I got married in 1986. I was 22 when I got engaged. I got married when I was 24 years old, and we're still together. And this is now our 30. Our wedding anniversary was in June. 37 years.
Never
Oh.
had a bad day, Gary?
Never regretted it. Never,
Really?
I wouldn't say I never had a bad day. I'd be a liar if I was to say that, but never regretted it.
Well, that's
So,
strange because...
I
Yeah, sorry, Gary, keep going.
I was one of the lucky ones. I found one of the good ones. So there we have it.
Back then, all your friends were getting married
Yes.
around that
Yeah,
age,
that's
weren't
different.
they?
That's- all
Was
our
it
parents
unusual
were
in
doing
your
that.
friendship group back then?
It was, and it was also with my family, because I can remember my mum organising me to go out for a drink with my brother one night, and then came round to see my wife and say that I think you're too young to get married and you shouldn't do this. And even when I walked down the aisle, she said, are you sure you're doing the same thing?
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious.
Do people still bring up on your wedding day, whatever like issues you've had with someone getting married? You don't bring it up on the wedding day,
No.
do you?
Can't.
You can do it the day before.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You
Not
can't.
when they're walking down the aisle.
Are you
I mean,
sure?
you're pretty
No.
committed at that point.
That's one of the reasons my mum and my wife don't quite see to eye
Yeah.
to eye. It's a long-going grudge. But, like I say, 37 years later and never a day we've gone past and regretted it. So,
Okay. Gary, next year we'll just give you another call and we'll just check if you're sure.
Just see if I'm still married.
Yeah, because I think your mum might be right.
Yeah, that's right. Are you sure?
I just think you've had a lucky run.
Thanks so much, Gary.
37 years.
Thanks so much, Gary.
Oh, absolutely. We've got $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical. We're going to give it to Adam, actually.
Sure.
Yep, there you go, $150.
Do whatever you want.
I didn't write anything
Wow,
down.
John, you should write a book.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So, it's been a journey, really.
Journey.
And it was huge news at the time, and apparently is still making headline news, and that is the space junk that was down at our beach.
I love how they go, I definitely
Verified
identified what it was. Turns out it's what everybody said it was on Reddit 3 weeks ago.
A 2-week investigation was launched by the Australian Space Agency, telling us all what we knew the day that they found it.
The day.
The day.
You said it that morning.
So the next day,
And
the next
2
day after it was
weeks
found.
later,
Yeah.
it's been confirmed.
The
So
people
3
on
weeks
Reddit
later,
were
we've now
right.
3 weeks,
confirmed.
3 weeks.
But then it was a week of unknown, like what could it be, even though the Reddit person has told us for a week. And then the space
we could
agency
see with our
decided
own eyes.
to launch their own
yeah.
investigation, which took 2 weeks to confirm the thing that the person on Reddit confirmed within 2 seconds of looking at the picture.
Because they looked at it and went, yeah, that's it, and put a picture up side by side, and you go, yep, that matches up, yep.
I
It's
just feel
exactly
like
the same.
It's a real example of and I know it's not government money at play, really, isn't it? Like a 2-week investigation to work out something that everybody already knows.
Yeah.
But the astrophysicist was on last night telling us about, what to do with space junk and all that sort of stuff. And he had this to say, and I find it unusual, our responsibility for one party to take on board.
There is a duty, if the country of launch wants it back, for the country that finds it to return it.
No.
At our cost.
So wait there,
Why?
your junk has landed in my yard, but it's my responsibility to pick up your crap and take it back to you. No, you come and get your crap. Is that not right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of money in scrap metal. I'd just keep it.
And it's not just like I've left a bottle at your place or I've left my wallet at my place. That's going to cost a little bit to send.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the courier is going to want a lot.
Like DHL, they're
Yes.
not that's going to be a bit.
It's bulky.
Few fees.
Yeah.
Cardboard, get that in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe next time Albo's going to India for a conference or something, you can whack it on the plane, maybe. Put it
So
in the
anyway,
back, down the back.
Our people over here, we're sitting back waiting to see if they want it back because they are pending on plans on what we're going to do with it, and they're still thinking of putting in the bloody museum. No.
Why?
Also-
It's space
No.
junk.
It's
It's
gotta
scrap
go.
metal.
Literally litter.
Yes, it
The
is.
tip.
It's got to go.
It's got to go to the tip.
Or let
Yeah,
somebody,
What?
if you give it to somebody and let them turn it into something for sculptures fun.
Yeah, a bit of sculptures for sure.
I should just left it down there.
No one would have known, would they?
Exactly.
It already was a
And then
sculpture
when
by
they-
the sea
Then
on
when
the
they were
beach.
cleaning up sculptures by the sea, they would have thought, oh wait, we forgot one. And then we get it moved for free.
No, we should go. We should have gone down there, put our little plaque there
Yeah,
with the
that's
name
right.
on there,
Oh,
and
that's
a
right.
price.
Indian Space Junk by Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Yeah, 15,000. Boom, done.
Done. We're solutions focused.
Nathan, Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.